that their children don't know how to cook. And I'm like, what have you done? What have you done? You haven't passed on the skills to your children. Why? Why? Like, when you're old and gray and you leave this earth, you're gonna go away with all this your cooking skills? Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about why I no longer cook for my children. It's not like I no longer cook for my children, but like they don't depend on me for food. I don't know how to say it. Like, they don't depend on my cooking. If I don't cook, my children can cook. You know, there are some homes where if their mother does not cook, there will be no food in the house. I have 3 teenagers. One that is 12. She's almost 12. I have a baby that's almost 2.5. So people have asked me questions about raising kids and stuff like that. And I think this is important because I actually have few friends that up till date, their children do not know how to cook. And I grew up in the house. My mother had maids. My mother used to always say, I'm not going to get the maid to do everything and allow my children to get useless. I won't find it hard to call them maids because it was not like maid in our house when we were growing up. They were like everybody else. They ate the same food with us, the same time. We wore the same clothes. You wouldn't even know. And my mother had dark-skinned kids and light-skinned kids, and you couldn't tell which was which. All of us always looked like siblings. My mother never mistreated anybody she ever brought from the village. And they ended up calling her mama like all of us. And I remember when it was time for them to go back home, none of them ever was happy to go back home. You have to be careful. I'm making this video because I've seen some of my friends that have kind of failed in this area. I start with something as basic as noodles. You know, very easy thing. Boil rice or parboil the rice, boil rice, fry an egg, tiny little things like that. And in my house, both boys and girls learn how to cook. Everybody does the same thing in my house. Everybody. I'm training them to grow up and be self-sufficient. You know, if you went off to college, you're not going to be looking for food to eat. You're not going to be doing that because you've learned so much already. I'm preparing my children for adulthood. I'm not always going to be available to them. So what is the best you can do? Impact them with every knowledge, not just their education. Skills, cooking skills, cleaning skills, organizational skills, everything. I'm not coming here to say my children are perfect, but I'm working on it every single day. The thing is this. I do not ever want to be in a situation where, oh, mommy is not at home and we don't know what to eat. My children used to say to me, oh, my friend doesn't do this at home. My friend said they don't do this at home. And I said, listen, that is their home and this is your home. They can do what they do and we do what we do. Because we live in a country where most of their friends are whites and they have their own style of parenting. And I'm not going to do something because that's what some other people do. I have no problem with any culture or whatever. My thing is, I have to pick and choose what cultures that I bring into my household and what I impact my children with. I have to pick. Is that a good one? Okay, I grab it. Is that a bad one? And that's it. I'll give you guys an example. My son recently, he went to visit his friend, and his friend is white, and he got to his friend's house, and his friend was like, oh, I'm starving. His friend was like, do you know how to cook? And he was like, yes. And his friend asked him, what do you know how to cook? And my son was like, everything. And his friends were like, what? You can cook everything? My son said, I can cook everything. My son is 17, by the way. And he was like, I'm hungry. My mom is not around. I need something to eat. And my son was like, what do you want to cook? I'll help you. And he said, I want to fry chips. And my son was like, you can't fry chips? And he's like, no, he can't fry chips. I said, are you joking? He's like, no, I can't fry chips. And my son was saying to me that he was thinking he was like actually like cook something. He didn't realize it was like something like chips. And my son fried the chips for his friend. And they are the same age, went to the same school. And my son, I have to be honest, you know, he came home so proud of himself, like, Mom, he couldn't cook. And he said his friend said to him, oh my goodness, you can cook? This is what girls like. And my son came home so proud of himself, like, Mom, my friend couldn't cook. And I said to him, when I say these things to you guys, you know, sometimes you may not understand. One day you are going to thank me so much for every single thing that I have taught you. Because when he went to secondary school, he said, I don't want to do home economics. And I said, you're going to do home economics. I said, because you need to learn. And he was like, I said, you are going to do it. He ended up doing it. My son came home making pizza and making some things that he didn't know how to make before. Home economics is one of the most basic skills that you need in life. And I remember my son used to come home and be like, would you believe, you know, such and such in a home economics class, could not actually turn on the cooker, cannot turn on the oven, cannot turn on the grill. And he's confused, like, what? He couldn't turn on the grill? You know, and he's beginning to realize and appreciate his skills that he has gained. You know what I mean? What I actually do is this. I am at home and I'm sitting down in the sitting room or wherever, and I'm just there, and I say, go put the water. Okay, go put this. Go. Sometimes, and I go and check and come back. I go and check and come back. What I'm doing is this. I am here. I'm available. And I'm here to support you. I'm here to impact you with the skills. I'm available. Gain the skills now. You are going to move out someday. I won't be there. Right now, I am here to help you learn it. But when you move out, I won't be there to help you. You know, a lot of people, especially in Nigeria, they let the maid do everything and their children know nothing. What are you preparing them for? And then they go to college and they are eating bread all the time. Bread all the time because they can't make the most basic things. I have friends that are amazing in the kitchen. I have friends that they cook and they cook up so much stuff. Like when I say cook, I have friends that have amazing cooking skills. And then I find out that their children don't know how to cook. And I'm like, what have you done? What have you done? You haven't passed on the skills to your children. Why? Why? Like when you're old and gray and you leave this earth, you're going to go away with all this, your cooking skills? Why didn't you transfer them to your children? One day after a night shift, I have a friend saying, I need to go home, I need to go home, I need to go and cook. And I was like, but you have grown children. She was like, they don't know how to cook. I was like, what? What? My children cook for me. I can be like, I want this, cook it. These are the skills that I have passed on to them for their own benefit. For their own benefit. You have to. You really have to. While they are still young, be there. Give them that, you know, independence. Keep pushing them to get it. Keep pushing them to gain it. Once in a while, there are some food that they may not know how to cook. Special, you know, dishes that they don't know how to cook. I still come and I do it. But I still make the effort to drag them into it. Drag them into it. Because I want everybody to be there and be watching and learning. Be there and be watching and learning. I am preparing them for their future. You know, the only thing I pray sometimes is I really hope that the people they are going to end up marrying to in the future, that their parents are doing the same, preparing their own children too for this future. Because imagine my son gets married and the girl does not know how to cook. Do you know what I mean? Or my daughters get married and the guy does not know how to cook. I believe in these are skills that we should pass on to our children. So as parents, start learning to take your hands off some things and let your children learn. You know, give them the freedom to learn. Keep pushing them. Keep impacting them with all these skills. You know, start stepping back and giving them the chance to learn. You know, the cooking, the cleaning. At the end of the day, everybody in the house is equipped with these skills. When they go to school, I cook for them before they come back. When they are not available, I cook. But when they are at home and they've been on summer holidays, I let them do their cooking. I let them, you know, keep learning, because cooking takes practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Please do not waste the skills that you have as a parent. Pass them on to your children. Don't let them be wasting. People think I'm trying to pamper my children. You will ruin your children. My 11-year-old that is almost 12, she is fascinated with cooking. Just to imagine that I put this and I put this and I made it and it's food. And sometimes she cooks for me and I'm like, oh, it tastes amazing. And you can see the pride in her. You can see she's so proud of herself that, oh wow, I did that. And when they do it, keep encouraging them. Praise them when they cook. Oh, that was nice, but the salt was too much. Oh, that was nice, the pepper was too much. Or you should have added some more. Keep doing it. This is the practicing season. This is the practicing season. So they can grab all these skills and learn. Be available. When they're not available, cook for them. But when they are available, let them learn. Let them keep learning. You are not always going to be around to do everything for them. That's why when you come to Nigeria, you see some people be like, oh, their children are jabota. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know how to do anything. And then they get married, they become a burden to somebody else's child. I remember my neighbor that had 2 house helps. The baby was crying and crying. My mother went and said, what is wrong? The mother of the house was not around, and she went out with the house helps. Teenage children could not make baby milk, baby formula. They could not make because their mother only let house help do everything. Teach your children to do things. Teach your children to do things. If I do all the cooking, my children will never learn. If I do all the cleaning, they will never learn. If I do all the shopping and everything, my children will never learn. My children do shopping. I showed the video where I was showing them how to shop. My children do the shopping now. After I come back from my night shift, I drop them in the shop. After they finish, They ring me on the phone and I go and collect them. First day I went with them and I showed them. Second time I showed them. Third time and I tell them the reason I bought this is because this is cheaper. And look at the expiry date. Look at this. You know, things like that. Now my children go to the shop and they do the shopping. I give them my card, they go to the shop and they shop, and I go and I collect them. I'm passing on these skills so that when they grow up and they become adults of their own, you know, living in their own home, they already learned all these skills. How to manage money, find the cheapest one, check expiry date, and things like that. Prepare them for their own future. Prepare them. Don't spoil your children. Prepare your children for the future. And believe me, they will turn around and they will thank you. Now my son is so proud when he tells people, I can cook. He's like confidently, like what happened with his friend. He came home, Mom, you need to hear this. And you could hear him feeling so proud of himself. Like, can you believe my friend couldn't cook? Like, he couldn't even make chips. Oh my God. Like, he was so proud of himself. And now they begin to realize why I was doing what I was doing. And his friend said to him, oh my goodness, the girls are going to like you because girls like guys that can cook. You know, and his friend is admiring him for being able to cook. Do this for your children. Do this for your children. Very young age. Teach them the tiny little things. Pick up the toys and put them in the toy box. You know, put your book away. Do this. I'm not saying my children are perfect. There are still some areas we're still working on. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying and impacting them as much knowledge as I can. As always, my videos, I keep saying it. I try my best to make sure that my videos, I'm using opportunity to educate other people and, you know, impact other people's lives and do something positive with my channel. I hope that this is something that you'll find beneficial. And I hope I have passed on something positive to you. I just wanted to make this and hopefully somebody benefits from this video today. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you all for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.